Shalom Akim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kwakadash, the honors and salutations to elders and apostles, Grammy Stone of the world, it's Brahmanasha, DC Cam. Shalom to the Akim, to the focus of the earth, preaching the gospel of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, sincerity and truth, intelligence of mind. Yeah, so you see on the screen, medicines of the earth. Alright, you need to take it into account at all times, what the Lord has provided for you to stay healthy. All right, you always have to be accountable for your health. All right, because it's not a joke. All right, you gotta learn to invest in yourself. Okay, because the Lord didn't give you all this knowledge for you to just let it go by the wayside. So you have to be health conscious, especially in these last days. All right, because it's not a joke. Getting ailments at this time. All right, you walk on the plantation to get some shekels, but you also have to understand, you're putting your body and your mind, you know, through all types of stress and havoc. So you have to, take advantage of the gospel of Hamashiach Yahushai, all right, the wisdom that is given you, and you have to look into, what is put before you. All right, you got the greens, right? You got your peppers, you got your fruits. All right, and this is just a tip of what the Lord has given, to us upon the face of the earth. You got your watermelon in the background. You got your pineapple. All right, you got your kale. You got your asparagus. You got your cabbage. Yep, you got your green onions. You got your pears. You got your cucumber, garlic. You got your papaya. Yeah, you got tomatoes in there, you got apples, you got mushrooms. So you just have to, you know, reorientate your mind, all right, towards what the Lord has put before you, because the scriptures talk about this, these things, all right. So I want to read from the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 7, all right, because it's really, really important I can understand the value of the treasures that the Lord has put before us. And, there's so much stuff. And when you can't really get some of these items, you always go by your health food store and get some supplements. All right. You got all the types of powders. And you can also make smoothies too. Just like Apostle Gabar, talked about, investing in some, kitchen appliance to make your smoothies. You should do the same thing too. Nobody want to be hearing complaints about aches and this and that. The knowledge is right there in front of you. So why delay? Why procrastinate? Act upon it. You gotta be proactive when it comes to your health. All right, because remember, you gotta do the work of the Lord on the highways and byways. So you're not gonna be effective when you're having aches and pains. All right, so you have to be very, very, considerate of how you apply your body, on this earth. Okay, so Proverbs chapter 4 verse 7 says, "Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding." And what are you trying to understand? What do you need to understand? The wisdom that the Lord Yahweh Shemashah has put before you. All right, and you have to apply it, whether it's in your financial situation, whether it's in the security of your family, maintenance of your house and your vehicle, even your work ethic on the plantation. It has to be centered upon the word of Hamashiach Yahushai, the wisdom of Hamashiach Yahushai. Okay, and that's how you stay stable in these last days. All right, that's helps you, to be focused and helps you to operate well under pressure. All right. So that's the reason why the Lord has already told us that He won't let us to be tempted above what we can handle, meaning that He's giving you the wisdom, for you to use in every situation you find yourself in. All right. So another precept would be from the book of Sirach. All right. Always remember these things, Lord, these gems Lord has given us is very important. Okay. But the word of the Lord is above them all. Okay. So it's book of Sirach, chapter 38, verse 4. It says, the Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. All right. So you're not going to look for the easy way out. Okay, when you're looking for the easier way out from eating healthy, giving into your cravings, you basically, turning a blind eye to what is beneficial to you. All right, so always remember, it should be your main focus. Even though the earth is polluted, you still don't have an excuse. All right, not to stay healthy. All right, so you hear about the herbs of the earth, so take advantage of what the Lord has put before you. You don't like to be giving excuses when it's time for you to move on to the next level. You have to grow spiritually. You have to grow psychologically. All right, that's how you become stronger. All right, and the wisdom is not something you just just smile about. He puts you in perspective. Puts your mind on the right track. All right, you're examining yourself. You know what your faults are, and you're able to judge yourself accordingly. All right, and that eases up, the, the pain and the embarrassment when the world, is trying to put you in the corner. All right, and paint you, with that, what you call it, trying to persecute you, for righteousness' sake. So you're already preparing yourself. Okay, that's the reason why you have this wisdom before you. So the book of Hebrews, chapter 6 and 7, it's simple precepts. So it says, for the earth which drinketh in the rain that cometh oft upon it, and bringeth forth herbs, meet for them by whom it is dressed, receiving blessing from the Most High Yahweh Hashem. So that's what it boils down to. You have to learn to appreciate what the Lord has given you. Okay, you have to put it to good use. Just like, the parable of the talents, you have to put it to good use. All right, it's really, really, really important. When you say you're a man of the Lord, you have to understand what that word man means. Okay, it comes with responsibility. All right. So I understand being a man also means that you're the head of your household, and you are accountable for how every little thing operates, right? From the minute thing all the way to the to the most advanced thing. Okay, so you have to be accountable for whatever is going on in your domain. Okay, so another precept would be from the book of Second Ezra. Yeah, there's so many precepts Akim can bring out, but just to keep it straight to the point and short. So the book of Second Ezra, chapter 12, verse 51. All right, it just shows you the discipline that you need to have when it comes to eating those herbs and fruits and everything like I said before you. Okay, everything's not about chicken and beef and fish and all that stuff. You could also leave it on the greens. It just takes a lot of faith to have that mindset of a vegetarian. Okay, so the book of Second Ezra, chapter 12, verse 51 says, "But I remained still in the field 7 days, as the angel commanded me, and did eat only in those days of the flowers of the field, and had my meat of the herbs." Yeah, so you could survive your whole life on greens and all that stuff, man. And the nectar from those plants, it's right, right there before you. It's nutritious. It's everything you need. Your bones get stronger. And then you look at those, herbivores, your cows, your antelopes, your elks, your bisons, how they get so strong and muscular and all that stuff. Because they're eating grains, it's nutritious, So it takes a lot of discipline, to be on that journey towards staying healthy. Okay, you have to understand how your body works, and you have to know what is necessary for you to maintain it. If you know you're having aches and pains, you need to stop, think, and check your body out and look at your nutritional pattern. What have you been eating lately? And it takes a while for all that effect to come to the surface. So you have to, backtrack, look at your grocery store receipts, what I've been eating at Akim's place and all that stuff. Yeah, so you just have to be, you know, cautious, take notes, all right, of how you spend your time eating. Okay, and then you go to the book of Daniel. It tells you in chapter 1, when you begin to read from verse 11, all right, because it takes a lot of balls, man, to go that narrow path. So the book of Daniel chapter 1 verse 11 says, Then said Daniel to Melzer, all right, this was how you call it, you say, okay, it says, whom the prince of the eunuchs had set over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. So it's basically a caretaker, like a concierge, but basically he's in charge of them, okay? So it says, prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and water to drink, all right? Because they did not want to eat, the defiled food of the king, because you never know when they say all that, prayer unto their idols and their gods upon the food, the food is defiled. So I was like, well, the best thing you could do next is just to have greens. And that's one thing a lot of people have to take notice of, man. Okay? So Daniel says, prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and water to drink. All right, and that word for pulse in the blue letter, okay, it's Zarai, okay, Zarai, meaning vegetables. All right, so they stoke the greens, Zarai, okay. And then verse 13 says, Then let our countenances be looked upon before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat of the portion of the king's meat. And as thou seest, deal with thy servants. All right. So, you know how other cultures, man, the diet is not balanced. So that's exactly what you have to be focused on, man. The food might be clean, but the diet, the combination is not balanced. Okay, and then verse 14 says, so he consented to them in this matter and proved them 10 days. That's all it takes, for the results. All right. And at the end of 10 days, their countenances appeared fairer and fatter in flesh than all the children which did eat the portion of the king's meat. Yep. So that's how these medicines of the earth work, man. Your fruits and your vegetables, your herbs and all that stuff. They're really, really powerful than just eating, fish and meat. and all that stuff. Yeah, so it works, man. It takes a shorter time frame for those herbs, the greens and your vegetables to be digested by your system. It's quick, instant. Just like you getting an IV straight, straight to your bloodstream. You know. And then it says, verse 16, then Moses took away the portion of their meat and the wine that they should drink and gave them pulse. So he changed. He changed the I see he changed the menu. All right. That's basically that in a nutshell. He changed the menu of what the king's entourage had to eat because what did they do? When you read that up, it tells you what they had to embark on when they conquered the nation of Israel. It says in verse 4. Okay, actually start from when you read verse 3, it tells you, and the king spake to Ashpenaz, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel and of the king's seed and of the princes, children in whom was no blemish, but well favored and skillful in all wisdom and cunning in knowledge and understanding science, and such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the learning and the tongue of the Chaldeans. All right, so that is what wisdom is about. All right, being able to maintain life in its proper direction, and that's exactly what the Assyrians were looking for. Okay, when they are when they're seeking out, those individuals that had the qualities they needed, and you see the desired result. Nutrition. The whole menu of the king's entourage had to be changed, and that's how it is in these last days, man. The knowledge that the Lord has given to His servants, so many people are benefiting from it, man. When you bring out that knowledge and then you share with the people take note and they begin to make changes. And that's what it's about being a man of the Lord. You have to inspire Akim, to bring about positivity, as per your nutrition, as per, how you organize your life. Yeah, you have to be structured and principled, okay? And then a final precept would be from the book of Wisdom of Solomon. All right, book Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16. We're going to read verse 12. So this is all that really counts. So it says, for it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but thy word, O Lord, which healeth all things. All right, so when you stick with what the Lord has instructed you to do, things go in your favor, all right, no matter how hard it is. So that's the point that I can hope you've been edified, and that, just take things, seriously when the Lord, puts them before you, okay, because it's really, really necessary. You hold on to the wisdom of the Lord, okay, because it's really, really beneficial. There is no downside, to holding on to this wisdom that the Lord has put before you. Your understanding is excellent, and there is nothing that can be compared to it. And that's why, folks envy the men of the Lord so much. Folks are, scheming off the breakdowns of the doctrines. Yeah, so that's the point that I came. Hope you've been edified. I pray, Lord continue to inspire you to seek out wisdom and understanding. Shalom.